They say the internet connects us. Sometimes it just reels us in. A message, a photo, a promise, love, money, belonging, all within reach if you'll just trust. And then one day you wake up and realize the person you trusted never existed. But the damage, that's very real. Tonight, 3 stories where seduction through a screen didn't just break hearts, it broke lives. Anchorage, Alaska. 2019. A small circle of teens, the kind of friend group that trades memes and late-night messages, slips into a private fantasy built by a stranger online, a man claiming to be a millionaire named Tyler. He makes promises in digits and zeros. He has money, he says. He can make dreams come true, he says. All he needs is proof that you're willing to do what he asks. On a cold June day, Cynthia Hoffman, 19, is lured to a riverside trail. Her wrists are bound with duct tape. She's led to the water's edge, and she is murdered for the promised bounty of $9 million that never existed. This Tyler wasn't a millionaire. He was Darren Schillmiller, an Indiana man who catfished these kids from thousands of miles away, dangling fake money like a hypnotist's watch. He said, "Jump." They jumped. He said, "Film it." They filmed. They believed the lie because the lie had status and seduction baked in. Later, in court, Denali Bramer would admit her role and receive 99 years. Schillmiller? 99 years too. Numbers as heavy as a headstone. There was never any money, only rot where the promise used to be. Ask yourself, if a stranger made you feel chosen, loved, seen, rich with possibility, how far could they push you? And would you notice the cliff's edge before you stepped off? Essex, England, 2014. A clever, lonely, brilliant kid named Breck finds a community in online gaming. One voice gets louder than the rest, a teenager on the other end who seems to have connections, talent, opportunity, a future to offer. That teenager is Lewis Danes. He grooms, he isolates. He makes Breck feel like the other adults just don't understand. Then he makes the ask, "Come over." Breck goes. He never returns. In Danes' flat, the fantasy ends in violence. Danes is arrested, and later receives life with a minimum of 25 years. The court calls it what it is: sadistic, planned manipulation, ending in murder. A game server. A private message. A slow, silken rope of attention that tightens until it's a noose. A mother's warnings, police reports. A window of time where someone might have broken the spell. Missed. And a life that should have gone on. Didn't. Ever felt that pull? The one that says this person gets me? This person is my shortcut to belonging? Do you know what you'd ignore to keep that feeling alive? Western New York, 2005-2006. A married 46-year-old factory worker, Thomas Montgomery, slips into a teen chat room under the handle Marine Sniper. He invents a new self, 18, handsome, deployed, and begins an online romance with a girl called Tal Hot Blonde. It escalates. Photos, promises, plans. Then reality intrudes. A younger co-worker, Brian Barrett, begins flirting with Tal Hot Blonde too, and she flirts back. Jealousy blooms into rage. In the parking lot where second shifts end, Montgomery ambushes Barrett and murders him. The girl? A middle-aged woman pretending to be her own daughter's persona. 2 men fell in love with a ghost. One is dead. One goes to prison. Catfish doesn't always mean money. Sometimes the bait is youth. Sometimes it's the chance to be someone you never were, until the lie demands blood. 3 different screens. 3 different seductions. 1 pattern. A persona that flatters your hunger. Isolation from the people who would challenge the fantasy. Escalation to a demand. Fly here, do this, prove it, keep the secret. A break with reality, a betrayal, a crime, a body. Sometimes the catfish is a con artist, sometimes a predator. Sometimes the catfish is the mask you put on yourself, the lie you're desperate to live. Here's what the shadows taught us tonight. Seduction thrives in private channels. When a new relationship insists on secrecy or pushes you to cut off friends and family, that's not romance, that's control. Urgency is a tell. Big asks, send money, fly tomorrow, hurt someone, hide this, are how fantasy becomes a trap. Verify before you believe. Reverse image search photos. Use video chats. Cross-check basics. Workplace, school, mutuals. Bring someone into the loop. A single trusted outsider can break the spell. If you're in deep, pause. Tell someone. Step away from the keyboard. Your future deserves oxygen, not secrecy. The internet didn't invent desire. It just gave it a perfect mask. Cynthia Hoffman trusted a friend. Breck trusted a mentor. Brian Barrett trusted a dream of love. They didn't die because they were foolish. They died because someone weaponized their longing. And that's what we weren't told. The hook isn't the money or the sex or the fame. The hook is being chosen. You've been listening to What We Weren't Told. We are a tribe that doesn't settle for the headline. We walk into the shadows together and name what lives there. If this story opened your eyes, like and subscribe. It motivates us to create more episodes like these and to bring you more of what we weren't told. Next time, seduction at state scale. Not romance scams, honey traps. From Cold War Berlin to encrypted DMs, spies have always known a simple truth. Hearts are easier to hack than servers. Join us, because not every love story is a love story.